sir.
Good evening.
As we all know that we in PCGT work for inculcating values of good governance, honesty and integrity. In this week which we are celebrating as the Good Governance Week, we would like to know your views on those rights that help us make the government more transparent. So we would like you to put light on the rights which can make the government more transparent.
Well, the best instrument of making them more transparent is the Right to Information Act. You know, we got our independence in 1947, but I feel that we really got true independence when the Right to Information Act was enacted, because the people were then able to find out why the government has taken certain decisions. Even the decisions that government sometimes take, they do not inform us. You see, you saw this farm laws, for instance, how they went through without consulting the people, and that is why perhaps the farm laws were very good. They were meant for their welfare, but they were not explained to them because government thinks it knows everything. Sometimes it really backfires, as you've seen in the farm laws. So, the Right to Information Act is the one instrument which people can use to make the government accountable, to make them transparent, and to tell the people the decisions we have taken, why we have taken those decisions, and what those decisions mean for you.
Yes, sir. Absolutely right, sir. The next question in this set is, what makes a democratic government more transparent?
Democratic government is often elected by majority votes, and in our system of first past the vote, it is not even the majority. It must be 30% of the people or little more who have brought a government into power. So we call it a democratic government, but that alone will not do. We have to have a government that listens to the people's voice, that really cares for the people. And if we find that some governments are not really in line or in tune with what the people's expectations are, then we are entitled to bring that to the notice of the government. So in a democratic form of government, the people's voices have to be heard. Sometimes those voices are of the minority and then they can be overruled, but they have to be heard and they have to be also addressed and explained. This is what a good democratic government should be.
Yes, sir. So in the era where we are seeing more and more centralization of power in this maybe tenure of government, we can say, what do you think? Why is it important to decentralize the power, and will it help in achieving our goal of good governance?
You see, in every government or in every democracy particularly, there has to be a system of checks and balances. There are institutions which are meant for checks and balances. For example, there is the institution of the judiciary. They are meant to check and provide a balance, because sometimes the government which has a majority may just override the people's wishes and override the constitution, even override the law also. You have seen sometimes, we find in today's day that if you belong to the party in power, you are likely to get off even if you do the worst kind of crime. Whereas if you are a critic of the government or if you are in an opposition party, you may get in serious trouble even if you have made a very small mistake. So there should be these checks and balances available. And there are many other institutions in a democracy like the free press. The free press is supposed to see that the government does not misuse its power. But today the free press has become diluted because the government is overawed. Now that is something that we should be all bothered about. because in a democracy, a free press is the most important instrument of keeping the power in check.
And moving to the last question, sir, we would like to know your views and your advice to the youth with which our PCGT is engaged with and interacting with on what is the importance to celebrate Good Governance Week basically, and what is your message to the youth so that we can inspire more and more youth for the cause of good governance?
You see, youth must first know what is happening. It must try and analyze things for themselves. It's just taking a whole herd mentality is not a very good idea, because youth must think, and youth are the leaders of the future. They must make up their own minds. I mean, there are parties as such are not bad. I mean, they have their own ideology, their own agenda, and then the youth must decide which is the best for the country, not only for their families, their social circles, or even their community, but for the country. And what is it that we should propagate? What is it that we should support? And then they should make those decisions on their own. And they should learn values. It's most important for them to learn ethical values that look telling lies, doing illegal things, becoming rich at any cost without even striving to become rich, just become rich through cheating, etc. All these things should be shunned. And these are values that have to be learned at a very young age. And the ideas of justice, for instance, everybody wants justice. Every human being wants justice. But do they do justice to others? That is what they should see. Are they helping others? Do they care for others? These are the values that we should learn in our youth. And we should inculcate that at a very early stage, so that when we are older, we follow those in our daily life. This is what I feel.